something's coming up for me about I had an understanding that this practice or this mindfulness or this term that we call meditation, contemplation was a way to get me out of reality. Whereas I had it totally backwards, and I'm understanding that it really is a practice to bring me into reality rather than take me away.
Yes.
And that, when I come from that angle and look at it from a bigger view, I don't know, it changes the perspective on what I'm desiring, or what I'm playing towards. I don't have something against the term work. I'm not working toward it, but I guess it's being done unto me. It's nothing I like you guys say and teach is being done unto us. But I'm more, how should I say, more at peace with letting it do unto me rather than control that. If it's becoming less fearful of being here in the now kind of thing. And that's, I think that's maybe the fruit of, I should say, having a practice of groundiness and I'm not sure if I'm making sense, but hopefully it comes through with that. It's the whole gist that I just got is, I've been trying to avoid reality, but yeah, I'm working toward being in reality. It's kind of like a paradox kind of thing right now.
No, but I think
that's beautiful.
What you're saying is what all of us have gone through in the beginning is that, another thing that I can go back and think about, I would say, well, if I stop thinking, okay, and I become aware, what am I going to think about? what am I going to, just what you said. Initially, it's like, wait, this is taking me out of the reality of what I believe is my life. But in actuality, it's taking me out of the false reality of living my life situation.
Wow.
So when you come back to actually experience life, it has to be sort of a jolt, because it says, of course, you realize, like I did, holy mackerel, I got it wrong for the first 50 years of my life. And I'm tired of getting it wrong.
I think, Arturo, that's just beautiful what you just said, and stunning. It's the false self that creates the false reality. It doesn't know how to create the really real. It can only reproduce itself. So when we ask, why are we so anxious and fearful as a culture and in the world, and anxiety literally overlays everything? Well, because that's all the false self can create. It's not real. It just like someone said, maybe it was you, Arturo, who said you find yourself living more in the past and anticipating the future, which is our disease. But that is the false self's disease.
Yeah.
And dis-ease, if you think about that, it creates that constantly in its own imagination. So much, this has been proven, so much of what we fear or anxious about never even comes to pass. And yet we experience it because a false self won't let us have any peace. And we just keep doing the same thing over and over without interrupting that. And we become really good at it, to use that language. In other words, we are deeply asleep, like zombies. It's sleep with no peace. moving through this world, and the false self just keeps recreating itself, this false reality over and over. And what you just said, Arturo, is that you move towards the really real that's in that, held in that very moment. And it's the real reality of the true self that can create what we're talking about here when we say love, and the power of deep forgiveness, and the power that Stephen mentioned of peace that surpasses all understanding. That's going to come from the true self. And the only way we find our true self is to find God. It's the only way. So that's the point of meditation, or what Jim calls stillness, is to find God, and in that place find the true self that can take us to the really real. If I can just do a commentary on what you just said, Arturo, but beautifully.
No, Jim, you gave it beautiful language.
Beautiful.